Lugogo, Electoral Commission, Chibuli, areas of Kabalagala, Kansanga, Surubunga, and finally to Gaba. From Gaba, you also see the vehicle at Renewal Circle. From Renewal Circle, my lord, we see the return route of the same motor vehicle.
As you have told the court in your evidence?
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
In the return, you see the vehicle in areas of Bunga,
Okay.
Kansanga, Kabalagala. We see it at the Arena Mall, traffic lights. It proceeds to Electoral Commission and finally to Shell Ginger Road, my lord.
Okay.
Those are all the movements in the day prior to the incident day, my lord.
Okay, let's have the footage. If you want, you can sit. My lord, I believe even Mr. OKELLO may sit if he wants.
He prefers to stand? Okay, it's okay.
Agambye ku flash eyo kuliko akatambi akakwatibwa emmotoka eyo we yalinga evugibwa we yatandikira mu bitundu by'ekyanja neeyita enakawa erugogo ku Electoral Commission ekibuli ekabalagala ekansanga ebbunga paka we yakomekereza mu bitundu by'eggaba naye nga eggaba yapakinga ku renewal essako n'emmotoka eyo era yakwatibwa we yalinga eddayo ng'ekozesa ebitundu by'eggaba Kansanga Kabalagala ne ku bitala bya Arena Mall ku Electoral Commission ne we yakomekereza ku Ginger Road ku Shell.
Where are your friends to help you? Please.
How much time do you need, Mr. Dongo?
My lord, just connecting this cable. This device has refused to work, my lord. About 2 minutes.
You will have to tell court as you play along. Where you need pausing, you can keep pausing and explain.
My Lord, as earlier on in the report, this is the camera called Nakawa Metal Fabrication. It captured that motor vehicle being driven towards Lugogo.
Point to us.
It clearly has an arrow. It moves with that red arrow.
Okay, okay.
So it identifies the vehicle from other motor vehicles, my Lord. So I have left out the point of Kisasi because it clearly shows the registration number plate, which I was advised not to show out here. That's why I have come to the next camera, that is Nakawa Metal Fabrication, and it shows clearly the motor vehicle being driven towards Lugogo. That is the metal.
Mukatambi ako emotoka yali evugibwa kuliko akasale ku motoka suspect eyo gye yalimu ng'era ali ekwatibwa kamera zaabwe ku Nakawa Metal Fabrications yali evugibwa ng'edda mu bitundu by'e Lugogo.
My Lord, that is now the motor vehicle at Lugogo Rugby, proceeding towards New Vision traffic lights.
Yali etuuse Lugogo ng'edda paka ku New Vision ku bitaala.
As you can see there, my Lord, the vehicle proceeds towards Electoral Commission.
Ng'ali egenda mu bitundu by'e Electoral Commission.
From Electoral Commission, it comes to Daily Monitor Junction.
Awo ng'etuuse ku junction ya Daily Monitor.
It proceeds now towards Chibuli.
Ng'egenda mu bitundu by'e Kibuli.
From Chibuli, my Lord, it comes to Kisugu Kabalagala Junction.
Ng'evudde Ekibuli n'etuuka ku junction ya Kisugu Kabalagala.
That is the motor vehicle, my Lord.
Ng'era ye emmotoka okuli akasale.
There it's now heading towards Kabalagala Junction.
Awo yali egenda mu bitundu by'e Kabalagala ku junction.
From Kabalagala Junction, I again see it at Heritage Junction, Kansanga.
Yaddamu n'erabwa ku Heritage Junction e Kansanga.
That is the motor vehicle, my Lord. Proceeding now towards Chitalanga
Kati awo yali
Junction.
ng'egenda ku Kitalanga ku junction.
That is the motor vehicle, my Lord, now at Bunga Market.
Ye emmotoka ng'etuuse katale k'ebbunga.
It proceeds towards Gava Trading Center.
Ne yeeyongerayo paka mu katawuni k'eggaba.
As you see the camera named Gava National Water at the junction,
Ng'era kamera eyo yali ya Gava National Water ku junction eyo.
clearly captured it.
N'egikwata bulungi.
That is the motor vehicle, my Lord. The next camera from National Water is Gava Trading Center. And that is that junction as you're coming towards the scene, my Lord.
Kamera endala eyamukwata era yali ya Gava Trading Center.
The direction is facing is the direction of the scene, my Lord.
Ng'emmotoka gye yali etunudde yali agenda eyo wali wakola ebikolwa ebyo.
My Lord, one of the features that I identified earlier on in the report is the back hind tire, the spare tire, as you see.
Ng'era bye yali yazula ku mmotoka eyo yali eyina spare tire emabega.
My Lord, from there, the next camera that sees this motor vehicle is a private camera at Renewal Circle.
Eyo kamera yali ya bwannannyini eya Renewal Circle, n'era nayo n'ekwata emmotoka eyo.
The activities I earlier on took you through are all clearly seen here, my Lord.
Ng'era byonna bye yatuusizza mu bujulizi bwe byonna biraba mu katambi ako.
Can you rewind a bit to see how it comes to renewal?
My Lord, that's how the vehicle comes to renewal. At the parking, there were other motor vehicles, but he came looking, searching for where to park, and parked right behind that black motor vehicle you see.
Nti kati yeyo engeri emmotoka gye yatuukamu mu kitundu ekyo era n'apaakinga emabega w'emmotoka eyo.
Play on.
My Lord, that is how the suspect disembarked from the motor vehicle.
Nga ye engeri suspect gye yava mu mmotoka eyo.
He closed, as I was earlier on explaining, and confirmed whether it was properly closed.
N'akakasa oba ddala yali yeggadde bulungi.
Can you play it again? That particular activity?
Is that okay? Thank you, my Lord. So he therefore now walks towards the scene.
Awo n'amala n'atambula paka ali ku siini oba we yatemulira abaana.
My Lord, he finished about 12 minutes from there.
Ng'era kyamutwalira eddakiika nga 12.
I think you can forward it to when he returns.
That's what I'm trying to do, my Lord. Is there returning, my Lord? As I earlier on talked about checking on the tire right at the co-driver's side, on the left-hand side. That is the activity there. He checked it. After checking, he got into the same motor vehicle. My Lord, that's how he leaves that parking.
You may have to forward to the next camera if it takes longer.
There, my Lord, he has left that parking. From that parking, my lord, the next camera is Gaba Trading Center. It sees the same vehicle joining the Gaba Road from a minor road. My lord, it means he didn't come back through this junction. He used a shortcut and joined this Gaba Road through a minor road.
Nti kamera zaabwe eza Gaba Trading Center tezaamulaba nga akomawo wabula yakozesa kapanya.
That is the vehicle there, as you see, my lord.
Ng'era ye emmotoka eri maaso nga bwe.
Then it proceeds now to the same route used now here.
Awo neekozesa era ekkubo erimu lye yabadde akozesezza.
The camera of Gaba National Water
Kamera ya Gaba National Water
proceeds to Bunga Market.
ng'egenda ku katale k'e Bunga.
As you may see, that is Oryx on your left. That is the vehicle proceeding, my lord.
Era ye emmotoka eyeeyongerayo.
Now, this is where I show, in this footage, it shows branch of point to a dark spot. This is the camera named Gaba Shell at 12:31, as I earlier on said, my lord.
Ng'era eyo kamera eya Shell eyeggaba eyakwata emmotoka eyo ku ssaawa 6:31.
Between that camera and the next camera is a distance of about 500 meters, my lord.
Nti wakati wa kamera eyo n'eyaddamu okumukwata waliwo distance ya meters nga 5.
Now from that dark spot, my lord, you see that vehicle getting back to this Gaba Road at 14:19, as I earlier on said.
Awo neddamu nerabwa ku luguudo lw'e Gaba Road ku ssaawa 8:19.
From 12:31, you see it again at 14:19. It returns to the road and drives through towards the direction of Kansanga.
Ng'era yali evuga ng'egenda mu bitundu by'e Kansanga.
You see it at Kabalagala Chitalanga Junction.
N'ogiraba ku Kabalagala Kitalanga Junction.
It is here at Heritage Junction, Kansanga.
Neddamu nerabwa ku Heritage Junction e Kansanga.
From Heritage, it comes to, this is Kabalagala Junction, as you may see, my lord.
Junction ye Kabalagala nga emulaba.
As it's proceeding now towards Arena Mall.
Awo ng'ali egenda paka ku Arena Mall.
That is the vehicle now at Sharing, Nsambya Sharing.
Awo ye emmotoka ng'etuuse Nsambya ku Sharing.
And that is the vehicle at Arena Mall.
Kati nga ye emmotoka ng'etuuse ku Arena Mall ku bitaala.
It takes the direction of Mukwano Road.
N'ekwata oluguudo oludda ku Mukwano Road.
And arrives here at Electoral Commission, my lord.
Awo ng'etuuse ku Electoral Commission.
From Electoral Commission, Shell Ginger Road is right here, my lord.
Awo Shell Ginger Road eri awo wali
So
mulaga.
the vehicle branched to Shell Ginger Road.
Era emmotoka n'eweta awo ku mafuta ga Shell Ginger Road.
Maybe also known as Kitigumu House.
Era ng'ewayitibwa era nga Kitigumu House.
So that is now the camera at Shell Ginger Road, my lord.
Nga yeyo kamera eya Shell Ginger Road.
That is how the vehicle arrived at Shell Ginger Road.
Nga yeyo engeri emmotoka gye yatuukamu ku Shell eyo.
The suspect was driving it, disembarks.
Era suspect yali avuga emmotoka eyo n'avaamu.
He interacted with the staff of Shell.
N'ayogera n'omu ku bakozi aba Shell eyo.
The suspect of Shell now, the staff at Shell now enters in the vehicle.
Ng'era omukozi wa Shell eyo n'ayingira emmotoka eyo.
Then the suspect participated in the activity of pushing that same motor vehicle.
Ng'era suspect naye yasobola okubeera nga asindika emmotoka eyo.
While being assisted by other staff at Shell Ginger Road, my lord.
Ng'ayambibwako n'abakozi abalala aba Shell eyo.
And they pushed it to the parking within there, my lord.
Era ne bagisindika paka mu parking ku Shell eyo.
You play on, but we see the activity.
That is the suspect you're seeing, my lord.
Yoyo suspect gwe mulaba.
That is the other staff at Shell.
Yoyo omukozi omulala owa Shell.
Another staff joined.
Omukozi omulala n'abeegattako.
That is now the point where they began pushing. The suspect himself started pushing the vehicle. Then other staff joined and pushed that vehicle. My lord, from there, that is where the activity of first ends. We come to the second day of April. This is the camera named Gaba Kauku Junction. It shows this suspect emerging from the Nanjala Road somewhere here, my lord. While on a motorcycle, my lord. This is where I sighted him, my lord, on this camera. After identifying the dressing code. After his arrest, my lord.
Is it zoomable?
Yes, my lord.
Can you try to zoom it for court?
So at that point, my lord, you see the suspect with the back bag, putting on the black glasses, the sunglasses. This camera is installed at Gaba Bypass Road. As you're coming towards Wentz Medical Center. It's about 1 kilometer from the scene of incident, my lord. That is the opposite camera, now showing the suspect on a border, heading towards the scene, my lord. From there, my lord, it was at 10:16. The next activity you see is the victims being brought to Wentz Medical Center, my lord, at 11:20.
Kati awo akatambi kali kakalaga abaana abo abali batemulwa ku ssaawa 5 nga baleetebwa ku ddwaliro eyo ku ssaawa 5:2.
The first victim was brought at 11:20.
Era victim yasooka yaleetebwa ku ssaawa 5:2.
Second victim was at 11:22.
Nga victim omulala owookubiri wali wamaze okuyitawo eddakiika 2.
Then the third victim was at 11:24.
Omulala yali bamuleeta ku ssaawa 5:24.
My lord, that is the first victim as you see here.
Nga yoyo victim asooka nga bamuleese.
was rushed to the emergency room. The same person returns. The one who was carrying the first victim.
Ngero omuntu eyo yali asitudde omwana oyo n'akomawo.
At 11:22, my lord, that is the second victim.
Ku ssaawa 5:22 ne baleeta victim omulala oba omwana omulala.
That is the third victim now being brought at 11:24.
Nga era omwana yali owookusatu nga naye aleetebwa ku ssaawa 5:24.
My lord, that is all about the footages at Wayne's Medical Center and all the movements of the vehicle, my lord.
Thank you so much.
Thank you much, my lord.
Can we resume our seats?
My lord, that should be it from the witness.
Miss Sarah or Mr. Kumbuga, who is going to cross-examine? How long do you think it will take?